Listen, the IRS has billions of dollars in unclaimed money, and some of it could be yours. So let's talk about where it comes from, how to get it if it fits your description, and share this with somebody else who you feel may benefit, because otherwise it may be money that they didn't know was theirs that they can tap into, especially with the IRS possibly being on the horizon of being shut down altogether. That's a whole nother conversation. So let's dive in. IRS holding $1 billion in unclaimed money. The IRS is holding over $1 billion in unclaimed 2021 tax refunds. The deadline to submit your return is April 15th. So more than 1.1 million taxpayers are owed a share of over $1 billion in unclaimed funds for the 2021 tax year, according to the IRS. However, the deadline to claim the money is fast approaching. To receive their refunds, eligible taxpayers must file a 2021 federal tax return by April 15th, 2024. So a lot of people haven't filed for that year, which means that they need to file before the deadline. Now, I know it's 2025 right now, but it's still a small window for you to make sure that you're not leaving any money on the table. After that date, the funds will become the property of the U.S. Treasury, as federal law allows only a 3-year window to claim unfiled tax refunds. So this refreshes every year. So it could be 2022 that's on the verge of disappearance. So you just have to make sure that you don't have funds that's in that gets put into the U.S. Treasury when it was supposed to be put into your pocket, put into your family treasury, put into your bank account. Very important. The IRS reports that more than 100,000 Texans could be owed a potential share of almost $94.8 million in unclaimed refunds. The median potential refund is $810 for those in Texas who have not claimed theirs. So some of them are small, some of them are larger, but it all varies based on your situation. But who wants to give away an extra $800 or an extra $1,000+ if they don't have to? Who may be owed the refund? So the IRS estimates that the median refund amount is $781, meaning half of the refunds are more than that amount and half are less. However, taxpayers who qualify for certain credits, such as the earned income tax credit, may be eligible for even larger refunds. So that's just the average estimation. They're not even counting the fact that you could lower your tax liability by having the earned income tax credit if you qualify, the child tax credit if you qualify, tax deductions, etc., that can position you to get more as well. For the 2021 tax year, the EITC was worth as much as $6,728. So even though the median is 781, who's to say you're not leaving thousands on the table? 6,728 for eligible taxpayers with qualifying children. The IRS notes that many low and moderate income workers may not only receive refunds on their taxes withheld, but could also benefit from this credit. Here are the income thresholds for the EITC eligibility in 2021, and it shifts, so it could be a little different for 2022 and beyond. So you see, get a screenshot of this. This is what you want to screenshot. But you see the 51,000 plus for 3 or more qualifying children, and 57,000 plus if married filing jointly. Those are the thresholds, meaning that if you made under that in 2021 and those were your filing statuses, then you qualify for the earned income tax credit. It's that simple. For 2 qualifying children, it's 47 and 53. For 1 qualifying child, it's 42,000 and 48,000. For no qualifying children, it's 21,000 and 27,000. So what does that mean? That means if you don't have any children and you're single and you made under 21,000, then you qualify for the earned income tax credit. If you do have children, if you don't have children and you're married filing jointly, then and you made under 27,000, then you could qualify for the earned income tax credit. Quick note. Just because it shows 27,000 in your earned income or being your threshold doesn't mean that you only made that amount. So say, for example, you made 50,000, but you had tax deductions and things of that nature that lowered your tax liability to under the $21,000 or under the $27,000 or any number that's shown here based on what your situation is or was in that time frame. Then if you lower your tax liability under that amount, then you qualify for the earned income tax credit. That's the beauty of tax deductions. So understanding that puts you in a position to say, oh, I could still qualify for the earned income credit, even though I thought I made too much because I had so many tax deductions. Now, it does qualify, or it does make sense for you to have somebody who understands how to file those types of taxes, understands how to leverage the tax code, and is not afraid to leverage the tax code as well for you to really get the best out of lowering your tax liability, etc. So what happens if you don't claim the refund? The IRS warns that unclaimed refunds will be forfeited after April 15th, transferring the money to the U.S. Treasury. Additionally, any refund owed for 2021 may be applied to unpaid federal or state tax debts, past due child support, other federal debts such as student loans. The IRS also notes that taxpayers who haven't filed for 2022 or 2023 may have their 2021 refunds withheld until those returns are submitted. So sometimes, if you didn't file those others, you get that amount withheld until you go ahead and go all the way back. So if you're looking for some back taxes to be filed, I got a link below that may be able to connect you to some experts. They will be able to connect you with some experts, and they may be able to help you with your situation. So how to file a 2021 tax return before the deadline. It's a link that I have below to get access to the experts, but let's see what they have to say. So for those who need to file, the IRS encourages taxpayers to start the process now to ensure they meet the April 15th deadline. Several options are available to gather the necessary tax documents. So create a login at the IRS.gov site to access past tax records, wage and income statements, tax transcripts. Request missing forms if you need to. Look at those forms and see if that's something that you need from employers, banks, financial institutions. Use the IRS Get Transcript by Mail tool or call the 800 number to receive a mail transcript. File Form 4506T to request a wage and income transcript through this process, though this process may take several weeks. Now, some of the other options that they gave is faster than the last option that they gave. And whoever's doing your taxes, if someone is doing them, then they'll know how to guide you through this process as well. So where to get tax forms? Taxpayers can find 2021 tax forms, instructions, and filing details at irs.gov, forms and instructions, or request them by calling the 800 number. It's really simple to get the forms. You can go to irs.gov, go to forms and instructions, and then search for the exact form you're looking for if you know exactly which one you're looking for. So with the deadline fast approaching, the IRS urges those who may be eligible for 2021 refund to act quickly. By missing out on filing, taxpayers could be leaving hundreds or even thousands of dollars on the table, according to the agency. And then if you want to do it yourself using something like a TurboTax, then I got to where you can get a discount on TurboTax and position yourself to get a refund faster for the years that you file. So you let me know, do you think you left some of the money on the table that's a part of the $1 billion plus of unclaimed money that the IRS is holding on to? They said $1 billion in unclaimed, but it could definitely be multi-billions. They're just keeping it modest. But understand that not filing taxes positions you to lose some of the money that could be yours. Now, I know it's different perspectives on taxes, different perspectives on our obligation to pay taxes, it being unethical, all of those things. But for the individual who wants to file taxes and get money that they may be leaving on the table, this is for you. And you may know somebody, if it's not you, who fits this description, who may be leaving money on the table. Share this with somebody who you feel may benefit. Links available below. Stay tuned to the next video. And if you like this type of content, you know what to do. So do what you know. Salute.